Tune in to the Mack Morning Show.
Hold up. Man, this is one of the hottest talk radio shows this side of the Mississippi. We're talking about the Mack Morning Show, Mondays through Friday from 9 a.m. to 10:20 a.m. Man, get you some on WKRA 92.7 FM. Man, beat me there. Don't meet me there.
It's the Mack Morning Show. It's the Mack Morning Show. It's the Mack Morning Show. It's the Mack Morning Show.
Sitting at home when you're in your car. It's the Mack Morning Show. No matter if you get far. It's the Mack Morning Show. You better tune in quick or you might just miss. It's the Mack Morning Show. The best show this side of the sea. It's the Mack Morning Show.
It's the Mack Morning Show. It's the Mack Morning Show. It's the Mack Morning Show. It's the Mack Morning Show. It's the Mack Morning Show. It's the Mack Morning Show. It's the Mack Morning Show. It's the Mack Morning Show.
Sitting at home when you're in your car. It's the Mack Morning Show. No matter if you near far. It's the Mack Morning Show. You better tune in quick or you might just miss. It's the Mack Morning Show. The best show this side of the sea. It's the Mack Morning Show.
It's the Mack Morning Show. It's the Mack Morning Show. It's the Mack Morning Show. It's the Mack Morning Show. It's the Mack Morning Show. It's the Mack Morning Show. It's the Mack Morning Show. It's the Mack Morning Show. It's the Mack Morning Show. It's the Mack Morning Show. It's the Mack Morning Show. It's the Mack Morning Show. It's the Mack Morning Show. It's the Mack Morning Show. It's the Mack Morning Show. It's the Mack Morning Show.
If your locks ain't right and your twist is on limp, you know. Get over to Keisha Studio. Specialized in locks, natural hair, and extensions. When your hair needs that special attention, make Keisha Studios your next decision. Located 3964 Goodman Road E, Suite 122 in South Haven, Mississippi. Call 901-650-9487 for your appointment at Keisha Studios. You know.
I am Pam Ghostin, owner and creator of Candle Dessert Lounge, Mississippi's finest dessert and drink candles that are hand poured right here in DeSoto County. Our motto is dessert and drinks, 0 calories. We strive to create a vivid imagination of the delicious gourmet desserts and tropical drinks by offering a sweet and zesty vibe with an experience that ignites both your taste buds and sense of creativity. We also do candle making parties, whether it's for a private party, birthdays, anniversary, bachelor or bachelorette parties, business team building. We can do a party for any occasion. For more information, call 662-460-5035. Also, check out our website at candledessertlounge.bigcartel.com. If you're looking for those one-of-a-kind gifts, our candles are perfect for you.
Hello everyone, this is Melissa Shumpert with Malippi Fashion. Come out to our store location at 850 North Gloucester Street, Suite 3, Tupelo, Mississippi. We are here to pack your orders and see those smiling faces. And as always, you can shop online at malippifashion.com.
Tune in to the Mac Man Morning Show.
Hold up. Man, this is one of the hottest talk radio shows this side of the Mississippi. We're talking about the Mack Man Morning Show, Mondays through Friday from 9 a.m. to 10:20 a.m. Man, get you some on WKRA 92.7 FM. Man, beat me there. Don't meet me there.
Yes, it is a great day. Hey, everybody. This is the Magman Morning Show each and every weekday morning at 9 a.m. Central Standard Time. You know, that's 10 o'clock on the East Coast right here on Mac Media 3 Productions, Mac Media 3 Productions, Hot Talk Radio Television Network. International. We're getting ready to broaden our wings. I'd like to say good morning to all of our brand new listeners and our listeners that started out with us on WKRA, even though, I like WKRA. I might keep saying their name. I don't know. But WKRA 92.7 FM, and to all of our wonderful, wonderful friends and listeners, especially to my dear, dear, dear friend and our dear supporter of our show, DW, hey to you, and to all of the great listeners over there, to to the mayor of Holly Springs, Mississippi. Like I say, good morning to all of you all, and the Russ College students, everybody that's listening over there. And we're just happy to say good morning to WRFU 104.5 FM in Champaign, Illinois. I'd like to say hello to Mika Light and her wonderful crew up there. Don't forget to listen to her on Thursdays at 3 p.m. Central Standard Time on WRFU and the Mika Light channel, and her show is Conversations with Delight, and it's a wonderful opportunity to be here. Let me call the roll and say good morning to our dearest supporters and friends and listeners that listen to us all over the country. And in a minute, it's going to be all over the world, which we got some our faithful listeners in Alaska and in Japan. I'd like to say hello to all of our servicemen and women that listen to the Magman Morning Show so early. The chickens are not up on that side of the country. But we'd like to send our greetings and our holiday greetings to everywhere, everybody that's listening, to Sharon Reed and to Apostle Anthony Reed, the caretakers of our own deacon, Alvin Moore. Good morning to you. To Diane Black, good morning to you, ma'am, and to your wonderful father. It is really wonderful to know that all is well. I hope y'all are enjoying yourself, getting ready for your holiday. Special shout out to Bling Queen Cutie. It's her birthday today. Happy birthday, our dear friend of our show. I got these notes now. If y'all got a birthday or something's coming up, please let me know so that I won't forget or anything. To Candle Dessert Lounge. Y'all keep working her like y'all working her. The Candle Dessert Lounge, you got some rave reviews from Sharon Reed and the people up in Illinois about your wonderful candles. Y'all can still get them. I don't know if you're going to get them for Christmas, but you can make the new year really, really happy and support Candle Dessert Lounge and her wonderful business and all of our wonderful business people. Hey to Penelope, our lead moderator. She's here. Good morning, Grand Ride. Well, I say Grand Ride. Brother Lee should be here in a little bit. Y'all know he's coming with his commentary. And to each and every one of you that just gave us an opportunity to start your morning. And boy, what a morning it is. I didn't even know what to put as a title or anything for those of you that listen to us faithfully via YouTube and other outlets that we're getting ready to come on. It's an interesting morning because it's a lot of news. Not a lot. I'm not going to talk a lot about, but I got to bring out some things that are appearing. Apparently, the orange man that sits in the house that's white is nervous as a cat in a dog pound where he can't get out. He gonna be fighting or something gonna be going on up in there. He's scared because the the chickens are coming home to roost. I can say that I'm not led by any. Let me say this and put this. It's not a disclaimer, but it's just setting people straight. I am a nonpartisan, independent minded voter, thinker, and everything else. So uh, I will invite whom I like and who would like to come on the Magman Morning Show, whether you're Republican, Democrat, hokey pokey, or whatever the case may be, because we got some serious problems that we got to correct. Now, you say, how we going to correct that? We going to vote. That's what we going to do. Boy, if you ain't got a chance, if you ain't got an opportunity to support the Magman Morning Show and give us an opportunity to come to you each and every weekday morning as we have. I hope you've had a great week. It's a little short for some because on tomorrow it is. Can you imagine? Tomorrow is um, Christmas Eve already. Be New Year's coming up soon next week. I think next week it will be. I like the holidays, but I don't like the merchandising. And let me tell y'all why. And shout out to all of the single mothers and all the and all of the mothers and the fathers that are doing their best, busting their behind every day for their children to have food on the table, a roof over your head, warmth, especially in these cold times. But they're telling me it's 64 degrees in our region right now at 9:13 a.m. If you had to be there at 9 o'clock, you're 13 minutes late. Maybe they might have mercy on you. But these jobs nowadays will fire you and take you off their job. They're so mean now. We got Scrooges in corporate America that are acting like they're Lord and Master up there in that house that happens to uh, be be white, the house that's white. And we're going to talk about that a little bit. It was an interesting. Hey, listen, let me tell you something about uh, on yesterday afternoon. The next senator from the state of Mississippi had a press conference and along the lines of letting people know what's going on in the state of Mississippi. And my shout out to Priscilla Williams Teal, the next U.S. Senator from the state of Mississippi. Now, she had a press conference yesterday in Jackson, Mississippi, at her campaign headquarters over on State Street in Jackson. And we're going to play it hopefully on sometime. We're going to play it in its entirety. I'm going to get it from Mr. Fred Chambliss. I want to shout out to you, Fred. Let me say this real quick about my brother in broadcasting. As you saw that this was sent to me when it was going, and I couldn't get the proper signal to send it out, I would have played it live. But there's a brother by the name of Fred Chambliss that's on. That's a whistleblower on our team. That's my brother. And a lot of people are trying to hate on him and talk about him and everything because he's bringing it out. Even some Democrats don't. I don't. And if you don't like somebody that's trying to bring out the issues of the day or to challenge our elected officials, Mr. Fred Chambliss, he's a little bit like me journalistically because he will confront those policymakers that are in the state of Mississippi that aren't doing what they're supposed to do. Whether it's Benny Thompson, whether it's whomever it is, he will confront Republican, Democrat, Independent, or whatever they stand for. If you are doing something that needs to be aware of, and they need to be aware of, you need to. You need Fred on your side. So Fred was there at the press conference, and they were talking about the issue that we were talking about yesterday. Now, that's a partial record of what we're talking about. We got a whole lot more information. Allegedly, it's sent in to me. Mhm. It's been reported to me that there's some more stuff that they was trying to duck and hide from. See, people don't understand that if you're a public official, your voting record follows you. It's public information. Now, you vote for who you want to, that's your right. You vote and do what you want, that's your right. You know, whoever you want to vote, that's your right. But then don't be caught on the wrong side of history, which it seems like this Scott Cologne fella got a lot to explain. Now, I have tried to reach out to him. I got some people that know him well. I said, tell Scott Cologne to come on my show and come on the show and explain himself. See, listen, let me say something. You're not going to get my endorsement. You're not going to, and if it mean anything to you, I'm not going to put the McMahon Media family out there supporting somebody that's a dirty rat. I'm going to say it. I ain't say he was a dirty rat. Don't, and use the replay. I'm not saying him as a rat. But there's something stinking, as my grandma used to say, it's a cat stinking on the line, and he's stinking because he got shocked and stuff and bun up, and you can smell him a mile away. It's a cat on the line somewhere, and we're going to find out where that cat is burning up at so we can go at least try to save him, take him off the line so it won't wipe us out. We need progressive fighters in D.C. Say, Brother Mack, you get on here and you talk. This is news information that you can use. From the start, the McMahon Morning Show, its motto has been, we bring you information and inspiration. Now, if this doesn't inspire you to get up off your behind and vote something, I don't know what will. In a state, folks, in the state of Mississippi, let me see if I get it. That's the background. I don't want that. In the state of Mississippi, the bedrock of racism. I'm telling the truth. I don't care what nobody say. The place where the worst atrocities of slavery. Let me put this new flag up. You know, they had to take away that other flag that had the Dukes of Hazzard flag on. Y'all know what the Dukes of Hazzard. If y'all don't know what the Dukes of Hazzard is, that was a TV show. That's where they got Daisy Dukes, them shorts y'all be wearing out there in the streets and everything. Well, no more Dixie on the flag. I want to talk about what the deal is here, Mississippi. Talk about them for a second. Give me a little grace and mercy. In the state of Mississippi, we got some foolishness going on. In a state that has been fighting ever since I known what it is, been fighting for freedom, been fighting for everything, been fighting. People have lost their lives trying to get people to vote. People have been murdered, homicide and murdered, hung, lynched, all those type. You know how Cindy Hyde Smith that's trying to go back to the Senate. We ain't sending her back in 2026. We're sending Priscilla Williams Teal in the place to speak for all Mississippi, black and white. And it's a shame, my bright white brothers and sisters, that she's got y'all on the ground too. If you got a farm, you in trouble. You getting some subsidies, but you ain't getting what you're supposed to get because the Orange Man and Cindy Hyde Smith and her cohorts have ruined the market for you. It's not my fault. I don't grow cotton and soybeans or nothing, but those of you that do, that depend upon it all these centuries and decades and all of the stuff that you've done, yeah, they losing their shirt because they can't sell their goods and services. Let me talk about Mississippi now for a little while. Y'all just be patient. All y'all around the country. I know Philadelphia is, hey, Rolanda, how are you? I hear you. I see you. Y'all don't think I see you. I see you. Hey, Miss Rolanda over there in Philadelphia. I got a problem when people try to slander the birth of my roots. My mama, my folks come from Mississippi. My daddy's from Georgia, and my mama's from Mississippi. I got a little bit closer now to the Mississippi point, the McCraes and stuff. That's my family. All right. Now, I got family and people in politics in my family. Okay? So don't go there with me. I'm a journalist. First Amendment journalist. I have a right. I'm a member of the press, a certified pressman or a certified media representative. My company is a media corporation company, Mack Media 3. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Independently owned and operated. Ain't affiliated with none of them peoples that CBS. They got so scared that they took a, let me talk about this almost Mississippi. That's what I got to, let me take this down because y'all say you can't see my face. There I am. Yeah. You ain't seen nothing yet. Wait until, let me put the thingamajig here behind you here. Let me see. I'm on. What am I going to do? Here, I'll play Hot Talk Radio. Hey there to Hot Talk Radio International and Television International. I hope y'all like my background. In the state of Mississippi, we got some hoodwinking and bamboozling going on with infiltrators in the Democratic Party. I'm not saying the brothers and sisters that represent the Democrats in this state are crooked. I'm saying that there are some people, whether they have money, they got resources and monies and stuff, that is out there perpetrating a fraud. Out there, what they call it back in Chicago, false flagging. Trying to be something that you're not. Now, you know you're a Republican, Mr. Cologne. You know it. And you ain't came and said you're not. You know you support the Republican Party that has kept these the shenanigans going on in this country. I'm talking to you, Mississippi. Y'all give me a chance. I'm going to talk about some other stuff too, but I got to say this. In the state of Mississippi, we got this guy running around here, Republican and Democrat clothes. When it satisfies him, he didn't get the appointment to the federal judgeship or the blue slip from Cindy Hyde Smith and them. Then he turning on his fellow Republicans and said, I'll be a Democrat. You're a lie. You ain't going to be no Democrat. Because if you're a Republican, be a Republican. You should have ran as a Republican. Now you trying to block Miss Teal from getting into office. You trying to block the progress and the voice that could be for all Mississippi. Can I get a witness? I can't get nobody to say nothing. Diane, you know that those dirty tricks that people try to play and they try to be slick at everything. You know, you can't be slick with the people. Don't you think people think that the people and the great citizens of the state of Mississippi are dummies or idiots or something? Plantation politics at its finest. Plantation politics, let me explain it to you from the Magman perspective. That's a black leader that speaks for other organizations, meaning in every plantation, there was one Negro like Stephen on Django. That's one of my favorite movies, especially at the end. I like Happy Birthday, Samuel Jackson, belated. I'm not talking about you, brother. You played a heck of a role when you played Stephen. Stephen is the house Negro. Stephen is the one that eat real good, got a nice wardrobe. He manages the house and the Negroes. Let me put it this way, the slaves. He's the man that makes sure everything, he goes and tell the master who's doing what and what doing who, and they pat him. He's like a pet in the house. He's an honorary member of the household. He can tell the slave master's workers what to do. That means them overseer. He was the head HNIC. And is that what it is? HNIC? Y'all get it right. He's the head Negro in charge. How many of y'all met some of them kind of folks on your job, run back and tell and try to make Bro Cologne and Priscilla Williams still had that press conference and brought it out. Now, you know, my good brothers and sisters on the Democratic Party, y'all need to ask this man some questions. I throw a challenge because the rules of the Democratic Party is you can't be no turncoat. The last national election, this man voted for Trump. And look at where we are. Wait a minute. What would possess anybody in their right mind to vote for that idiot? Or Cindy Hyde Smith that says, I want to be, if you invite me to the hanging, I'll be in the front row. That's what she said. Now, why you want to be invited to a hanging? You, my United States Senator, you're my federal official in the Senate that's supposed to represent me as a citizen anywhere, wherever you live, Illinois, wherever your senator is their responsibility to uphold and to take care of all of their constituents. See, when you get elected to office, you cease to be. You ran on that party label, but when you get into that particular office, I don't care if it's dog catcher or clerk or mayor or alderman or whatever you are, state rep, state senator, U.S. senator, U.S. representative, whatever you are, governor, anything, whatever you are, you supposed to be for everybody, not just for your particular. I got a problem with somebody that come to me, sheep and wolf clothing. You want me and my fellow brothers and sisters to vote for you, and you voted for the man that has the slimy orange makeup and live in the White House, the liar in chief, the pedophile in chief, the child rapist. Him and Epstein and them evil people take them children, losing their innocence to these maniacs, evil, worse than vampires, lurking around the corners to see who they can destroy, these individuals that call themselves our leaders. And we got one sitting in the highest office in the land. Somebody talk to me somewhere. Y'all got quiet. Ain't nobody saying nothing in the chat or nothing. I must be hitting a nerve. And you can get the replay. I'm going to say it every day if I have to. We got to step up to the plate and stop playing with these folks. Stop being nice. And then again, stop apologizing for standing up for black people. We got the rough end of the deal. Oh, it wasn't that bad. Byron Donald. Y'all go back and they stopped teaching black history, but YouTube got it. The internet got it. This Christmas played Fannie Lou Hamer. What about Medgar Evers? Fannie Lou Hamer said, and a woman that had been beaten, Mississippi, I'm talking to you. You forget about who Fannie Lou Hamer is? I don't know who you are if you don't know who Fannie Lou Hamer is. Yeah, we got Medgar Evers. They named the airport after him, and he suffered, his family, Myrtle and them children, seeing their father in the driveway cut down because he wanted to get people the right to vote. The Ku Klux Klan with their hoods on, they got suits on now, tailor-made, looking good, living off the government, talking about we on welfare. Well, Mr. President, you live in public housing. That house that's white is our house. We paid for it. Matter of fact, black people built it, built D.C., the mall, everything, Crispus Attucks. Y'all learn your history. We built it. We had to go through everything. Why they give us the scraps? Why they say we in the ghetto? No running water. Remember Tunica Sugar Ditch? The Reverend Jesse Jackson in Chicago, when I was there, he came to our church and said, there's a community of people, a county of people in Mississippi that still, it's all over in the Delta, in the 2nd Congressional District. They didn't even have running water, sewers, or nothing. The mess and the excrement would be in the ditches. They call it Sugar Ditch. We used to give money to send down to help the Delta. And we still need to help the Delta. The Delta has not, it's come some places. There's some folks that got elected. Yeah, we got more black representation in offices than any other state. I agree. There's some progress that's been made to Jackson State and to D we love. Although that's not my folks went there. But there's a college called Rush College. And the buzzards, DW, can I get a witness? The buzzards are flying out the roof of Rusk College in the state of Mississippi, and they say it's equal. Ain't no buzzards flying out of Ole Miss or Mississippi State where they getting all that network money. The only reason that the state of Mississippi had changed the flag and took the rebel flag off the flag was because ESPN and all those sports stations say we'll never come there as long as that flag is flying in Mississippi. And they said we like money. So that's why we changed it, put a magnolia flower there. Mm-hmm. No more football from Ole Miss. No more Mississippi State and all them other schools that are predominantly ran by the Caucasian people. Now, let me say this. I don't hate white folks. I got them in my own family, nieces and nephews. Love them dearly. It ain't them. It's these racist folks that'll sit in your face and lie to you, to your face, in Mississippi, where they beat folks and they slave folks and still slaving them. Slavery still going on here. Look at Parchment. Free labor. Look at the courtrooms in Mississippi. Ain't nothing but black folks in them. I know they got them it's in Chicago and everywhere else. In the court, I'm talking about in these towns. It looks like nobody's running a red light but a black person. It's Tuesdays and Thursdays at the county courthouses and these municipal courthouses. All you got to do is go in the door, poor white folks and black folks. Not a Chinese or nobody else, not a prominent white people. They don't pull them over. I was on the fire department as a commissioner. I'm still a fireman, or once a fireman, always a fireman. I'm not with the department now because I'll always be a firefighter. And I was on a call. And you have most of the volunteer fire departments most of the departments are volunteer. And I had my signal, my lights were on legal. I do what I got to roll to this call. The police pulls me over with my lights going. Pull over like, what's going on? Is he trying to give me an escort? You don't need to because I can roll pretty good. He stopped me. And I was riding in a Kia at that time. It was a Soul. Yeah. Well, one of them chipmunk cars. And the man told me, he said, the reason I stopped you, sir, I showed him my badge. I got to go, man. I got to go service the community that I'm supposed to serve. How you got lights on a Kia? I say, sir, whatever you do, give me a ticket, do whatever you need to do. I got to go. I say, look, let me tell you something. Give me this ticket and let me go. Who you talking to? If I violated the law, write that ticket. I'll handle it when I get back. Oh, you one of them, he said it. You one of them smart ones. I knew he couldn't say nigger. Because if he did, I'd have knocked him out and we'd have been fighting right there. Look, I ain't playing. He didn't know. And we're going to make sure that he get retraining and everything. I could have made a big stink out of that. I'd have sued him. I ain't got time to be wasting on these folks. They disrespect us. I'm talking about the ones that are here, but there are some that are not like that. Everybody ain't like them. All white people are not prejudiced, Ku Klux Klan crackers and stuff and all that stuff. They ain't all of them ain't like that. It's just these evil ones that have been taught. You've been taught to be evil. Why you saying all this business back? And you got Fannie Lou Hamer up here? Because I want you to remember. Don't forget history. Don't forget the story of what folks went through. Just because you sitting there living your best life, shaking your tail, going on your cruises, living here, going here in the hotels and at the restaurants that they said we couldn't eat some years ago. We could not even eat together. In Mississippi, you couldn't walk on the same sidewalk in 1970. You had to cross the street and keep your head down. In 1970, I've seen it. My grandmother, Melissa McCrae, God bless her spirit. We went to town. Grandmother lived on the outskirts of Quitman County, and we go to Lambert. Hey, everybody, Lambert, Mississippi, Mayor Johnson. I ain't talking about you, Mayor Johnson. I'm not, but I'm just saying, We went to town. I mean, go to Fred Dollar Store and you can spend. I had me a little cash I could spend. I had plenty of candy, whatever the case may be. And the white guy comes up to her and say, Miss Melissa, who's this here boy you got here? Ain't T? Called my grandmother Ain't T. I said, wait a minute, hold on a second. This ain't no. I don't remember him at the table or whatever. Ain't T, who this boy you got? I'm looking at him like, okay, I am a boy, but and she said, this is my grandson. And he looked at me. He said, why is he, oh, he got big eyes. So my grandmother kind of, in a sense, she didn't force me. She didn't do anything. She was like we gonna keep the peace, and she kind of like, how you wave your hand in front of the baby's face. Oh yeah, keep your eyes off the man. Don't be doing in so many words. She never said nothing. I didn't understand. I just say that's grandma's way. So I holding her hand. We was in town. hmm But then I figured out what it was. They told her, keep your head down, don't talk, and don't look at them. You walk on others, all that old stuff. They respected her. But I knew what the tricks were. I'm sick and tired of that garbage. What are you sick and tired of? I'm sick and tired of Trump and his foolishness. I'm sick and tired of Cindy Hyde Smith. I'm sick and tired of that other one. We'll talk about Roger Wicker. I'm sick of Tater Tot. I'm sick of anything that's like them. All that they raped and robbed the monies and the pillage Mississippi and living high on the hog. Go to their house. Go where Roger Wicker and we know we already got public housing over there. That haunted house they call the mansion over there. A lot of things went on those grounds that we don't know. Mississippi ain't going for it no more. I think they think we stupid. 39 minutes after the hour of 9 o'clock on the 23rd of December. If you had to be there at 9:30, you 9 minutes late. I'm going to go to the break right quick. I done talked and fussed and said what I had to say. If you don't believe, if what I'm saying to you does not concern you, meaning if what I'm saying to you all today, and I don't look at the count, and for those of y'all that are looking at the count and ain't nothing but these many, it's people listening. You better believe me, they listening. And they listening real careful. Because this journalist, this broadcast journalist with roots, I wasn't born here, but my roots are here. I ain't going for it. I don't want nobody giving us nothing. All you got to do, open up the door, let Priscilla Williams Teal get in there, let somebody get in for the 1st Congressional District, and my brother Jeff down there on the coast, somebody that's really going to represent the people of Mississippi. We ain't no slaves no more. My grandmama ain't no auntie. Her name is Mrs. Melissa McCrae. My mama ain't nobody's gal. Her name is Mrs. Ida McCrae. I ain't nobody's boy. I'm Ida McCrae's son. My name is Mr. James. I'll be back in a minute. This is the Mack Man Morning Show. I hope y'all can get mad. They can get mad all they want to, but I'm going to say what I got to say.
If your locks ain't right and your twist is on limp, get over to Keisha Studio. Specialized in locks, natural hair, and extensions. When your hair needs that special attention, make Keisha Studios your next decision. Located 3964 Goodman Road E, Suite 122 in South Haven, Mississippi. Call 901-650-9487 for your appointment at Keisha Studios.
I am Pam Ghostin, owner and creator of Candle Dessert Lounge, Mississippi's finest dessert and drink candles that are hand poured right here in DeSoto County. Our motto is dessert and drinks, 0 calories. We strive to create a vivid imagination of the delicious gourmet desserts and tropical drinks by offering a sweet and zesty vibe with an experience that ignites both your taste buds and sense of creativity. We also do candle making parties, whether it's for a private party, birthdays, anniversary, bachelor or bachelorette parties, business team building. We can do a party for any occasion. For more information, call 662-460-5035. Also, check out our website at candledessertlounge.bigcartel.com. If you're looking for those one-of-a-kind gifts, our candles are perfect for you.
Hello everyone, this is Melissa Shumpert with Malipi Fashion. Come out to our store location at 850 North Gloucester Street, Suite 3, Tupelo, Mississippi. We are here to pack your orders and see those smiling faces. And as always, you can shop online at malipifashion.com.
If your locks ain't right and your twist is on limp, you know, get over to Keisha Studio. Specialized in locks, natural hair, and extensions. When your hair needs that special attention, make Keisha Studios your next decision. Located 3964 Goodman Road E, Suite 122 in South Haven, Mississippi. Call 901-650-9487 for your appointment at Keisha Studios. You know.
Tune in to the Mack Man Morning Show.
Hold up. Man, this is one of the hottest talk radio shows this side of the Mississippi. We're talking about the Mack Man Morning Show, Mondays through Friday from 9 a.m. to 10:20 a.m. Man, get you some on WKRA 92.7 FM. Man, beat me there. Don't meet me there.
All right, it's holiday season, it's holiday time, and today, starting at 10 a.m., the Favor Foundation, along with Hester Jackson McCrae, State Representative of District 40, will be out at the Austin Run Estates and Southern Pines, starting at 10 a.m. in a little bit, about 15 minutes. They're going to be out and about with gifts for the seniors of the community of Horn Lake. The Favor Foundation and friends, they will be visiting the senior citizens and their communities and in the neighborhood in the city of Horn Lake and of Horn Lake, Mississippi, to make sure that the seniors who paved the way for us, and you know, a lot of people can't travel right now, come see grandma, grandpa, auntie, uncles, or cousins or loved ones that they want to see that are senior citizens in this area. And we're grateful to the Favor Foundation for going out. I mean, they got a whole lot of wonderful gifts for the seniors. Wait a minute. Let me see if I can pull this up right quick. Y'all, I'm getting better as a solo man. I guess that's what they call me. But these gifts are coming. I got some pictures that I wanted to show you that they sent that I have here of y'all think, I mean, these are some great gifts that I I'm back, Mac man. Here I am. I'm here. Okay, I'm sorry, y'all, that delay. Okay, now today at 10 o'clock, they're going to be giving out to that they were giving out to the senior citizens. You know, sometimes you want to go visit. I mean, at this time of the year, we want to visit, but the economy is so bad to a point that people can't travel like they want to. But we want to support the Favor Foundation. You still can help them, and they still can reach some people. And you can go to their Cash App and help them out. And if you want to volunteer, you still got time to volunteer. Let me look here. Their dollar sign is there. Everything is there. It's the Favor Foundation 20. Favor Foundation 20 on dollar sign Favor Foundation 20. And it will be a wonderful opportunity for you to show your love to our loved ones here in the state of Mississippi. I'd like to say good morning to the next commissioner of District 5 of Cook County. That's my old Cook County district, District 5. Kiana Belcher is going to be the commissioner there. We're rooting and we're praying for you, sister. Thank you for all that you're doing for the Southland, and to our next judge of the 17th Sub-Circuit of Cook County. That's Meredith Hammer. We need you. Thank you for uh, your service, and she's been a wonderful endorsement by the Chicago Federation of Labor and other folks. And y'all know that the primary is getting ready to come, and we're going to be celebrating on that time. The vice president of the former vice president, she's still my vice president, should have been the president. We wouldn't probably going through this mess with this Epstein stuff on this level that it has affected the whole Congress and the country. We would have had a leader like Kamala Harris that would have been in the White House, that would have brought out all of the dirty laundry that crook, that low down crook has been doing. And we wouldn't have had to worry. But she's coming to Jackson, Mississippi. The Mack Man Morning Show, Mack Media Productions will be there. Hopefully get a shot to re-interview. I interviewed her partially at the Democratic Convention, and nice person, wonderful person, but she coming to shake the South. And the tickets are gone. You can't get one. I don't know how you're going to get one, but the Mack Man Morning Show, Mack Media Productions, Hot Talk Radio and Television will be well represented there. And a surprise is going to come out there. I'd like to thank everybody at Hot Talk Radio for giving us an opportunity to share with the world the news, not just from the South, but from the news from our perspective, and to do more programming that you would love and that you would have, that Mack Media Productions is getting ready to do. I always said that I wanted to be further along in our production and what we do than we were last year. And we have come a long way in 2 years. We have come a long way. I ain't going nowhere. This is what we do. I ain't going nowhere. And I hope somebody take over when I'm gone. They can take over. Have a new Mac, a little Mac man or something. But that's that's okay. That means my cousins and my folks or somebody take up the mantle. I had to take up the mantle from those black journalists, and I'm saying that because I'm proud to be who I am. I'm a journalist. My color's black. I'm a black man. I ain't ashamed to be a black man. I ain't ashamed to be a man. Still got my man card. I ain't dissing nobody. You do what you do, but I'm still who I am. Take it or leave it. I come a long way to what I'm doing today than yesterday. And we want to thank Hot Talk Radio and Television International. They're going to be picking up our program and other things that Mack Media 3 is going to be doing. We like to thank the CEO and the president of Hot Talk Radio Television, Marilyn Venus, for giving us an opportunity to come on the air around the world. We also, let me make sure I got everybody out of the way. We got a special guest coming on. Zenobia Lanier is going to be coming on. Zenobia is an insurance specialist that's going to be talking about insurance and its various ways that you can receive it. Get you some insurance, folks. I know that it's wonderful to see people that get balloons and candles and have fish fries. And I know that you got GoFundMe and everything like that for all of that trouble that you go through to buy candles and things. I'm not knocking it. Take some of that and you can take a fraction of that and get you an insurance policy to help your family in the times that you're not here. That go for me as well as anybody else. Leave something for your family other than some bills. That's just me. Also, Mrs. LLC, the realtor, Miss LaShondra, has those beautiful houses. I heard somebody really like that house in Frankfurt. Now, if you like it, she already had a showing, but maybe it's still available. But we just wanted to salute her. She's with Keller Williams, which is a preferred realtor. And we just thank her for all the hard work that her and her wonderful husband are doing. See, you got to work together. And let's build wealth. You can build wealth together too. Malefic Fashion, the 12 days of Christmas. Y'all ain't got number one more day, but if you really want something, and if you're in this area, and if you're in the Mississippi area, you can, and anywhere around Tupelo at 850 North Glasser Street, Suite 3, you can't miss Malefic Fashion. For those of you, I'm going to talk about this a little bit more, that the AKAs are coming to Jackson to see the president and those vice president, and those of you that are here, you need to get your gear. And you know the Deltas are going to be there too. Everybody love the vice president, but you know they're going to represent their fraternities and sororities. So whether you're a Delta or AKA or just a Delta, uh, you can get your gear from Malipi Fashion. We're grateful for all of that. Let's see. Let me make sure I got everybody. Listen, Dr. King's celebration of this great man that has done so much for so many. Um, we're going to be celebrating his legacy on the McMahon Morning Show. Slots are limited, and get your business if you want promotion or something. A live is going to be a lot. You get a per radio promotion, a live mention. Whether you community organization, nonprofit organization, or whatever you're doing, and you like to salute Dr. King on media, why don't you come and get it with us? We got that shout out rate, and I'm not just going to say, oh, such and such. I'm going to really do you well. And it ain't number $10. If you can't, if your business, you in business, you can't spend $10. You need to get out of business. They go for everybody. Come on, stop being cheap and everything. And the McMahon Morning Show, Mac Media Productions will do you well. I am pleased with the people that have stuck with us through the ins and the outs and the ups and the downs that we've had. And it's not been bad. It's just growing pains. 2 years. We're going to be going. Wait until this time next year. You never know what God is going to do. Let's advance. But let's pay homage to those that have paved the way for us. And Dr. King and his wonderful family, the sacrifice that they have given over the years it's really pleasing. So get in touch with us. MacMedia3@gmail.com. Let me know what you are. Send me your artwork and all that stuff, and we'll be prepared for that program that's going to be coming up real soon. Brother Lee Mack will be with us soon. Hopefully, I think he's preparing holiday preparations that he's trying to make and trying to get some of his last minute business. He's a well-rounded entrepreneur, so he has to close out some things. And we love you, Brother Lee. God bless you and all that you're doing. Come and holler at your folks and everything. He ain't going nowhere. That's our co-host and our chief commentator here on the McMahon Morning Show each and every day. Listen, folks, let me say this also as we go into the second part of our broadcast on today. We have there are resources available for all of you. And I wanted to shout out to the next mayor of Harvey, Illinois, and that is the wonderful Kobe Chapman. Kobe Chapman had a group of people, some famous people. I can't get everything on because it's kind of difficult that if you send me a video, please send me the original and I can put it into the system. I can't absorb it or take it from your social media accounts or anything like that. But if you can send it to me, and once I put it into the system, I could play it for you, or we can review that we need to review. I want to talk about something else, not something else, but on the line of getting our equal share. You say, why you say that? Are we not equal? We're not equal. I have a real concern. I love all institutions of higher learning. Our only institution I went to of higher learning was Columbia College. Not that it's bad enough. That's why I went. I wish I could have went to Rush. I probably might even take a class or something. If they got, I'm sure they offer online or something like that. What disturbed me and why I'm emphasizing us doing, uh, being aware of the situations that are going on in our community is because I was in Holly Springs, DW, recently, and I come off, you know, where the college is, where Russ College is. You can see Russ College from the highway as you come off. And let me see, to the right of me, when you come across that curve, DW, you know what I'm talking about. You go over that curve and you see the old administration buildings and the old college building. And in the roof of them, buzzards, vultures, a whole about 20 or 30 of them. Now, you know, I don't like birds. After I seen Alfred Hitchcock and the birds, I was through. That was as a kid. I can't stand them. I can't stand to see, don't you fly. I might have to, you know, whatever. Everybody had their things, you know, they had Fear Factor. They put you in the thing with the snakes and all that stuff. And they'll pay you if you stay in there and you pray to God, you holding on, calling Jesus and everything and going to the bathroom almost on yourself. Cause you know, this is one of the things that them birds hunt, and these some big vultures. And you know what that represent? The vulture represent the undertaker, the dead, or the end something dead. Like they waiting for you to die in the desert, and the buzzard, the only one he waiting. He ain't bothering you when you're alive now. But when you dead and you laying there, he gonna land and he gonna look at you and peck at you. And if you move, he gonna fly away and run or whatever. But if you don't move, he gonna call his brethren and sisters and tell them to come and let's eat. That's what's flying out of Rush College, an institution that has educated so many people, an institution waiting to train the next generation of people that live over there in Marshall County and in the surrounding areas. Now, all you got to do is just, let me tell you what this, go to Northwest Community College over in San Antonio. Ain't no buzzers flying out of there. They got a new building, a new broadcast center. They went over to Batesville. Y'all remember where the Cracker Barrel is over there? That mall, they bought all of that, made a trucking school and everything. So somebody's giving them some money. Some legislator is giving them some money. That's why I'm glad Justin Crosby is the state rep over there, Mr. Faulkner. Y'all get them some money and make it. It's a historic landmark, and buzzards are flying out of there. See, this is what I don't understand, ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters. Why would we let our institutions of learning, and the Ida B. Wells Museum is not too far away from there. Y'all go by there and y'all say hello to Reb over there, the curator of that wonderful facility. But right down the street, the buzzards are flying out of a historic educational building when they wouldn't even let Black people come to higher institutions. The old college. The buzzards are flying out of. I mean, it was 30 or 40. They flying out of there, and you know me. I'm mischievous. I chunked. Y'all know I done lost it. I threw a rock. I chunked. I'm gonna say it anyway. I chunked a rock and hit the side of the thing, and them things flew out. I like to have a fit. I say I shouldn't do this. I was low down. I shouldn't have did that. But I was visiting the Ida B. Wells Museum. I walked out. I said, I'm going down here to see what's going on. I got to see this for myself. And the buzzards was there, they sitting there. And they wasn't bothering nobody. I wasn't dead or nothing. They wasn't flooding me. I was messing with them. And I hit that rock. I hit that thing, and them things started flying. I thought it was the birds. I said, oh, let me go. That's a shame that students look out the window across the street in other buildings and see a dilapidated, neglected piece of history. Buzzards. Mississippi, we got to do better. We need help. We need to send people to D.C. that will advocate for all of D.C., not just for Ole Miss and Mississippi State and them other rich schools that get all the money and the attention. What about these other institutions? What about education, period? We got a madman that destroyed and sent the wrestler's wife to destroy the Department of Education. Now, y'all look at this. Why would sane people don't want a population to be educated? It was against the law for black people to read. If you could read, that's why they didn't like me, because I knew the law. I could read. I read them. They write. Look, you know the law, don't you? I said, if you can read, you can. Oh, you one of them kind of. I said, don't you say it. But when you can read and understand what you can read, and if I don't understand what I can read, I sure can find somebody that can give me the answer. The little boys and little girls that go to Head Start, the Head Start programs are cut to try to help the children to learn to read and to speak and to do things. They cut it out. The school systems where our people live, this is why I get mad at these people, because the people that are perpetrating this are white. And the black people are alien and enabling them. Some of them ain't no good. Stevens and Stevens' wives. Representative Ricky Thompson told me something, and I almost had tears in my eyes. Good morning to you, Representative Thompson, and your wonderful wife. And he was telling me, he said, listen, Miss Mack, he said, man, he said, I've been fighting. He's a nurse and worked in the medical field many years. He said, I'm sick of this, man. I had to do something. Shout out to you, Brother Ricky, for what you doing. Justin Crosby, Mr. Faulkner, Miss McCray, all y'all that's there. Representative Taylor, that's trying his best to help Miss Jackson, Representative Jackson over there around the Coldwater area around there. Trying their best to advocate to get funds to help our community. Why we got to beg? Please put a roof on our school. Please, we need a more better. There shouldn't be no kid in Mississippi, white or black, have to pay for food, breakfast and lunch. I got a report that they said they wouldn't let a child eat because they had a bill that was high. How dare any adult refuse a child? I wish I worked in the lunchroom. Everybody be eating free. Because why? We paid for it. And you charging a child, baby hungry? I can't give you no lunch because your account ain't paid. How dare you? Oh, Lord, don't let me drop no tear. Think about your children if you had babies, if you got babies, and your baby at the lunch line. Whew. And they tell that baby can't have nothing to eat because their moms and their dad or whomever grandma, somebody's taking care of them, had to put the lights on and feed them at the house and keep a roof over their head and everything. And we so low down, and it's some black lunchroom ladies. And I know who you are. I'm talking about you, ma'am, without even telling them who you are, because I don't want no backlash. It's a black woman. Principal say your bill ain't paid. You can't get no ornery, old, evil, hateful, evil, old, low down black woman, lunch lady. Mr. Mack, is happening. I took my little twos and froos and went and talked to some folks. I said, look, we're gonna put this money together, and anybody in this school that lunch bill ain't paid, it's paid, and I want a receipt. I went to the lunchroom where that woman was. I say, if I hear it, I'll be back here with some folks, and we're gonna make sure you don't have this job no more. Some folks don't need to be working in the public, no way. Because you're evil, low life, low down, because your life ain't worth nothing, so you take it out on these children. That's why I can't stand the orange man. I'm getting ready. I'm going to say what I want to say. I can't stand the orange man. He sits there and they abuse these babies. I don't care what color they are. And there were some black ones in there too. I'm sick and tired of it. Whether you're a black abuser, you're a rapist, you're a black rapist, or whatever, male or female. They had a white or they had a woman. Yeah, she was white. Worked in the church and in the school as a counselor. And they gave her a slap on the wrist. And she been messing with them children, you pedophile, rapists, low-down sex offenders. 34 felony counts, and you sit in the White House. If anybody deny you for a job, I know that there's some people that did some things that they wish that they can take back. They don't have a way of getting no pardon or no commuted sentence or to get their records clean. That's another thing, Senator Teal. We need to give second chances to people that have offended. Yeah, you made a mistake. Yeah, you ran that light. Yeah, you might have picked up that gum. Yeah, you may have done some things and you're repentful and you're remorseful and you're trying to get your life together. You deserve a second chance. God give us a second chance. And we hollering we Christian. We the very ones that's persecuting folks, judging folks, putting people down. Man can't get no job because he got an X on his back. Here this fool got 34 on his back and living large, got him a new airplane, all kind of women's, got a cat woman as a first lady, don't know how to, she can't speak word for nothing. She got to take Michelle Obama's speech and talk about it. I don't care if y'all don't never like me. I'm going to tell the truth, shame the devil. And let's check this out. This still the Mack Man Morning Show is what, 9 minutes after 10 on the 23rd. He says he wants to take birthright citizenship away from folks that born here that just so happens to have foreign parents. Well, you know something? His kids need to go because his former wife that he buried in the backyard in New Jersey at his golf course was from Russia, Lithuania, some of them Waniels or wherever she's from. So his kids be the first one to go back to where they come from, and him too. His mama and daddy was foreigners, and his granddaddy too. So you're going to take all the folks that was born foreignly, that foreign parents, you're going to take their citizenship from them. Well, I was born here. My parents was born here. Are they foreign? Y'all had us as the slaves, so you can't really say nothing about us. He trying to reduce the population. Listen to what he's doing, folks. And the people behind him, the Heritage Foundation, them racist bastards. And that's what they are. They want a white way of living. Y'all know what happened to Hitler. Look at where he was in the bunker with his old lady down there, and they biting on cyanide. They some cowards. They didn't want to face justice. Burning folks up in the oven. That ain't nothing. Look at what they did to slavery, how they chopped foots off and raped our grandmamas and grandfathers, call us slaves and niggers and everything, boys and aunties, all that old funky ass stuff that they call folks. Forgive me in the name of Jesus. Forgive me, Lord. I ain't mean it. I'm trying to get myself right. But we're failing a whole 3 or 4 generations. We're failing because we're sitting back and we're allowing these fools to run our country. We got black men. We got black men that hated Kamala Harris. And one of them was Scott Cologne, that's trying to run and be the United States Senator against a woman that has fought, advocated, stood up for her community and her state when y'all ain't even drinking pure drinking water, ain't no good in Jackson. And y'all think that's all right, the capital city? I bet you the governor got a purifying system in his house. How about them other folks? What about you, Andy Gibson? What about you, Shad White? You're a racist. I don't care if you don't never like me. You attack people and you talk about you want to extend the ways and do the things that orange man, that the orange man is doing. Hmm? You want me to vote? You stand for Mississippi? You think you really believe that we gonna vote for you? Now your folks gonna vote for you because they like evil. They love being racist. And Scott Cologne, you got the nerve. She'll be here next month. Explain your vote to Kamala Harris, because if I see you at the rally, I'm gonna put a microphone dead in your face. I want to see if you're gonna avoid how many of the press you're gonna avoid, who you gonna give an interview to if you show up. I want you to explain to the citizens of the state of Mississippi why you voted for Donald Trump and his cohorts. Tell us why your wife and your children and your daddy work with the Republican Party, this Republican Party. How could you, in good conscience, sir, come and ask me for my vote after you supported this dog? I'm going to play the full Priscilla Williams Teal interview on tomorrow. I'm going to play the full interview. Stand by 1 second. I'm going to go to a commercial. I got a message. Oh, Lord. Hold on. I'll be right back. Right back. Right back. I'll be right back.
It's the Mack Man Morning Show. 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 Yeah. Sitting in home when you're in your car. It's the Mack Man Morning Show. No matter if you get far.
All right. Wait. Well, y'all know I must have got some news or something because I had to hit my little theme music. Hold on. Wait a minute. Let me get rid of this. Okay, I'm back real quick. Back to what I was saying. Don't y'all send me no funny messages. They didn't. That was just something different. If nobody else says anything in media, the Mack Man is going to say something. Now, I see that the counter and YouTube is playing with our broadcast. And let me serve notice right now. I refuse under any circumstances to be intimidated. You can't scare me. I don't make no money from y'all. And if I did, it does so well, whatever. I don't make no money from you. You don't pay my bills, and I don't depend on corporations to do anything. You keep playing with me and think I don't scare easy. And if you come for me, come right. Not that anybody has threatened me. Nobody said anything, but the Mack Man is the Mack Man. I am a certified registered media representative of the Mack Media 3 Productions. I am a full broadcast journalist, have been for over 30 years. I done told my age. It's all right. I don't mind. I ain't ashamed. I've earned my stripes. I've earned my way. And I will speak freely as a broadcast journalist. I will speak freely as a commentator. I will speak freely, not insulting anybody, not dogging anybody, but I'm going to bring the truth. And if what I'm saying about you Republicans and you turncoats and you, Mr. Cologne, the mic is open. I sent a message the best way that I could. I don't know whether you got it or not, but you need to come and explain yourself to the citizens of the state of Mississippi that you're asking for their vote, and explain to them why you switched parties and why you voted for this orange person that's causing all of this havoc and what he stands for. I know you all have, and it ain't no shame being no Republican. But don't come over here asking Democrats for their vote to put you into a position to get in there and then you flip. Get you in there on the Democratic's back and then you flip. Because if you is a Republican, you're a Republican. I guess the Republican Party told you that they didn't want you, so you got with your buddies that you and your daddy got the money from and got fundraising from, and they said, "Oh, okay, you come along, come on over here, because you got us a couple of dollars." Sellouts. Now, if you're not a sellout, for those of you all that he has supported, y'all come on and defend him. What have you done for the black community? What about that young man that got pistol whipped down there in the district that you call yourself the district attorney in? You ain't explained yourself. You ain't took no action against them. So come on, I'll shut my mouth and give you the whole show and let you go roll. Answer the question. Because if you can't answer my questions, you can't go to the voters and ask them anything. On the 16th of January in DeSoto County, it has been given us an opportunity. The Mack Media 3, along with other legislators and other concerned citizens, are going to have a town hall meeting here around in North Mississippi. Priscilla Williams Teal and others will be there to answer questions and to address and to fill you in on what's going on nationally and why it's important for us to have the representation that they're asking to be representatives of, and that's us. And I'm going to tell you more about it on tomorrow's show. I got a guest coming. Y'all be nice and behave. I'm trying to get everything situated for tomorrow, and I'll tell y'all. Well, we'll see what's going to happen. Ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters, I'm here as a servant of the airwaves. I don't represent the church. I don't represent no other organizations. I represent myself. I'm a media reporter. I'm a reporter. I want to tell people what's going on. I want to make you aware of the things that are happening. God help us all, folks, if we got to deal with this any longer. God help us if we have to deal with the shenanigans in this state. God help our children and our grandchildren that got to live in a country where people teach their children to hate people of another color just because they're another color. See, because it's taught at the house that we're niggers. Don't deal with them. People over in Africa that come from other countries are prejudiced against us. Black Americans, they are nothing. They're beneath you. You Nigerians and you rest of you folks that just puts us down. So it ain't just Europeans. It's Africans too. Mexicans, Latinos, they shipping y'all out, beating y'all, putting y'all in Venezuela or wherever they sending y'all to concentration camps, and y'all look at us a different way too. Y'all come over here and call us lazy. How can you call a people lazy that you have been slaving for almost 400 years? You got to be crazy. And you feel that we ain't supposed to have a voice or anything? Forgive me, all of y'all, if you heard some strange words today. I don't make no apologies for being the reporter that I am, but sometimes, damn it, you get fed up of the garbage that's been going on. Sometimes you got to say, shit, this shit is crazy. Sometimes you got to say it. I'm sorry. I love God. Not most so of the red or the blue. It's the ones in the yellow that got a lot of mouth and try to send these secret messages to me. You can keep sending them. I don't care. I ain't got to acknowledge you. That's ready to go. I'll be back tomorrow morning. Somehow, some way, I'll be back tomorrow morning. And y'all pray for me that I get myself together. Meaning that I don't be so. I mean, I don't need. No, I'm gonna tell the truth. Somebody got to go off on these folks and let them know I don't want nobody giving us nothing, but just. You ain't even got to open up the door. We gonna open it. We got the keys to open up the door. Wait until you see what's gonna happen on election day, primary and general. I know I heard that there's almost 20 of y'all leaving. Y'all so scared y'all leaving. Why y'all leaving? Y'all love your Lord and Master. Y'all know he ain't nothing but the devil. I'm out of here. This is the Mack Man Morning Show each and every weekday morning at 9 a.m. Central Standard Time right here on Mack Media 3, Mack Media 3 Productions. We like to thank Hot Talk Radio uh, and Television International. We like to thank our listeners at WKRA 92.7 FM. We like to thank Mika Light for her courtesy and kindness. You can catch her on WRFU 104.5 FM, Champaign, Urbana. To all my wonderful friends and supporters, and even those that hate me and hate my guts, I still love you, and ain't nothing you can. No, I ain't gonna say that because somebody said that before. I don't have no problem with you. Okay, I ain't got no problem with you. I don't have no. Stephanie Wiedemann, you my sister. I don't hate no. And you fighting for folks that don't look like you and they still don't like you. See, this is I can't stand a prejudiced person, a racist person on either side. How can black people be racist? We can take those tendencies and use them against ourselves. There's a lot of people don't like what's going on. It's a majority of people don't like what's going on in this country, but we about to do something. We are the people. We can do it. It's time to make a change. We are the people. The wine and sang it. I don't know if they didn't know it, but it's so prophetic. It's time to make a change. We are the people and we can do it. I'll see you on tomorrow. This is the Mack Man Morning Show. I'm out of here. Before I go, I've got to leave you with the affirmation. You don't have to be jealous of nobody, because when God gets through blessing them, he got more than enough to bless you and I. I'm out of here.
It's the Mack Man Morning Show. 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 Sitting at home or you in your car. It's the Mack Man Morning Show. No matter if you get far. It's the Mack Man Morning Show. You better tune in quick or you might just miss. It's the Mack Man Morning Show. The best show this side of the sea. It's the Mack Man Morning Show. 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 Sitting at home or you in your car. It's the Mack Man Morning Show. No matter if you near far. It's the Mack Man Morning Show. You better tune in quick or you might just miss. It's the Mack Man Morning Show. The best show this side of the sea. It's the Mack Man Morning Show. 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 It's the Mack Man Morning Show.